Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Hosts Show 101. I am your host, your ghost host. So, West Troop, by the way, let's get that before I forget to say my name. Say my name, like Destiny's Child. Anyway, yeah, it is late here. So anyway, we finished up our journey through Frontierland, the last episode. And now we are venturing into 1955's Fantasyland. So what better way to kick off this episode than, and our Fantasyland segments here, than to start off with what is considered to be the gateway to Fantasyland, and that is the humongous structure known as Sleeping Beauty's castle. The most famous sights in Disneyland is the towering castle, which became the centerpiece of the park, known as Sleeping Beauty Castle. Walt Disney wanted the castle to be friendly and a welcoming presence in his park. Because of this, it was proportioned smaller than the European medieval castles that inspired it. The castle is based on the late 19th century Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, Germany, with some French inspirations, coming especially from the Notre Dame de Paris and the Hospices de Beaune. The castle was designed by Herbert Ryman, using forced perspective to make the structure appear taller than it actually is. The design elements are larger at the foundation and smaller at the turrets. The castle stands at 77 feet tall in actuality. Originally, the castle housed an empty upper level, which was never intended to be an attraction. Walt was not happy with what he considered to be the wasted space, so he challenged the Imagineers to find a use for it. Sleeping Beauty Castle amazed guests as it stood tall on the park's opening day, July 17, 1955. Imagineers soon came up with an idea for the space Walt wanted filled. They created a series of dioramas telling the story of Sleeping Beauty throughout the castle. They were designed in the style of Edvind Earle, the production designer for the Sleeping Beauty film. The voice of Cliff Edwards singing When You Wish Upon a Star, when you wish upon a star. Alright, that's enough for today. Was also piped into the castle. Park guests were able to walk through the castle and see the dioramas on April 29, 1957. The Disney family coat of arms can be found hanging above the archway to the castle. It is composed of 3 lion passant in pale. The coat of arms was placed on the castle sometime between June and July of 1965. In 1977, the dioramas inside the castle were redone to better resemble the Main Street window displays. The walkthrough was closed in October 2001 due to unspecified reasons, but rumor is after the September 11th attacks, it was seen as a potential danger. On July 17, 2008, it was announced the walkthrough would open back up with the style of the original Earl dioramas, which would be enhanced with new technology that wasn't available in 1957. It reopened on November 27, 2008 at 5 o'clock p.m. The crowd to get into the castle drew major lines that went back as far as the hub. Guests who are unable to go through the walkthrough because of climbing stairs or other reasons can experience the walkthrough virtually in a special room on the castle's ground floor. This room is lavishly themed and presents the closed-caption CGI walkthrough recreation on a high-definition television. You can also find this version on the Sleeping Beauty 50th Anniversary Platinum Edition DVD. There's a plug for you. At the rear of the castle, shaded by the archways and driven into the ground, is a gold spike that is widely, but wrongly, believed to mark the center of Disneyland as of the addition of Mickey's Toontown in 1993. The spike is actually a surveyor's mark that was used to ensure that the castle bridge and entrance lined up with the Main Street USA when the park was first constructed. The original geographical center of Disneyland was in the middle of the round park where the partner statue of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse stands. The addition of Toontown moved the actual center of the park a few yards northward, but still on the hub side of the castle drawbridge. For Disneyland's 50th anniversary, the castle was repainted and 5 turrets were decorated with stylized crowns, each representing a decade in the park's history. The first, the creation of Disneyland, is represented by a pair of famous ears peeking up over the horizon to see the wonders to come. A World on the Move, otherwise known as the New Tomorrowland of 1967, is represented by rocket ships and accented by planets. The Blue Fairy represents the debut of the Main Street Electrical Parade. The Indiana Jones Adventure was represented by the evil Eye of Mara, guarded by snakes, and the 50th anniversary of Disneyland was represented by fireworks and Tinkerbell. As part of the 60th Diamond Celebration going on now, the castle was covered with diamonds and glitter, with a large 60th anniversary logo in the center. Whether it be your favorite Disney Parks castle or not, you have to tip your hat to the original, which still puts guests in awe today. Yes, this castle is not as big as Cinderella's castle in Magic Kingdom, but it's still cool. If you're a Walt Disney World fan and you've never been to Disneyland and you walk down that main street, you make that turn, it's so different to see that. Because you're so used to seeing Cinderella's castle, and you make the turn, and you're like, oh, it's pink, you know? Oh, it's not as big, but it's still cool. I know the first time I walked through it, when you walk through Cinderella's castle, it doesn't take long, but it just takes a little longer than walking through Sleeping Beauty's castle. I'm like, oh, that was it. Okay, whatever. Okay. But I really like that you can walk through the castle and see the dioramas. I've done it now twice, both. I made 3 Disneyland trips, but it wasn't open to do that the first time because I went in 2005. The last 2 trips I did, I walked through, and it was pretty cool. Definitely take some time out of your day to, if you have an extra day, do it, or if every ride is packed or something, take some time to go through the castle and find the entrance, of course, which isn't hard to find. It's on the back side, and go through and just check it out. It's pretty cool. So that is Sleeping Beauty Castle in a nutshell. Alright, well that's all the time for this show. I'll be back soon with another Hitchhiking Host Show 101, and back next week with a brand new Hitchhiking Host Show talking about all the Disney news that went down in the parks this week. So, until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube, youtube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter and the Instagram @HitchHostShow. And of course, if you're listening to the show or you want to listen to the show, you can do so on Podbean. It's HitchHostShow.podbean.com. There we got it. As well as you can listen to it on iTunes and Stitcher. Until next time, don't forget to
hurry back
for the next episode. See ya.